human design. But back to James, I just want to give the mic back to you for a minute. And on that call to action day, a shout out to all my friends that are listening, the rank and files, the ones that are in the back office. And I was writing things down, as I'm sure they were, of what they can do. So, James, just talk directly to, I call them the game changers, the doers. They are not pencil pushers. They are the game changers in this. So if you want to go over like a task list or anything you want to close out with, to do with speaking directly to an action plan for USA today.
Sure, absolutely. Well, first and foremost, the one thing that we can all do is follow the laws of the land, and live as peaceably as we can with each other. But the other thing that we really need to do is we need to start speaking out against this heresy and nonsense that's going on in the streets of America. A lot of people are afraid to engage people on social media, and I'm not saying social media is the place to go do it. It probably isn't, because then they just they have thousands of people that just come in and try to drown you down. But we have to step up and say, look, if you support Israel, don't be ashamed to say that. Get out and say it. The other thing about our veterans, you know, every congressional representative in the country should get a call today and say, explain to us why it is that any honorably discharged veteran from the age of 80 up, okay, why would they need to have, why would we need to look at how much money they've got before we give them services? I mean, isn't the Veterans Administration is not designed just to help those that are broke. The Veterans Administration is designed to help those that served and their families. So I think we need to get back to the point of holding these bureaucrats accountable, and when you hold them accountable, you know you say, look, here's the deal. You have X amount of veterans that living in this country right now. You should be able to take care of all of them. Period. You should be able to take care of them all of them. And these state agencies, every state has a Veterans Assistance Office. They should be filling in the cracks where needs are not being met. Nursing home services, rehabilitation services, all of these things, need to be taken care of. So it's like when I look at what's going on across the country, it's like the first thing that any organization, any state or legislator will cut is something for our veterans. Period. So you're going to tell me that the veterans of America have less value than the um, than the illegal immigrants, or the criminals, or the LGBTQ community. I'm tired of hearing about this stuff. I really am. And Americans should be tired of hearing about it as well. I don't care whether you want to live with a man, a woman. Well, that's your business, okay? But don't make it my business. We won't make your business ours, but don't you make your business mine. And I think that we spend an exuberant amount of time, energy, and resources dealing with these small social groups, and we spend ungodly amounts of money on these illegal immigrants. We do, and we're pumping money like drunken sailors over to Ukraine. I'm all about helping the Ukrainians beat the Russians, but there's got to be some limitations here. You just can't just write the check, write the check, write the check. It's and the same thing goes with Israel. We support Israel. But it's not an unlimited thing that we do. But in the same breath, we got an administration that's out there discussing releasing funds to the Iranians, who support probably 90% of the terrorism around the world. Why are we doing that? I mean, anything, we should be supporting the internal insurgency that's in Iran right now, that's trying to raise up and overthrow the Ayatollahs and return Iran to a more peaceable place. Go do the studies on some of that. And the same thing with Americans just saying, look, we want to make America you know, great again. But we want to make a made in America great again. And how do we do that? We have to engage our lawmakers. We have to vote